everyone, my name's Ali and welcome back to my channel, Mindful Living. In today's video, I'll be talking all about herbs and how you can easily grow them in your kitchen. Growing and harvesting your own herbs is such a rewarding experience, and it really does add tons of flavor to your meals and dishes. On top of this, they're fairly easy and low maintenance plants to grow, making them the perfect addition to your kitchen counter. Herbs have a variety of different uses in the kitchen. You can harvest them fresh and use them right away or store them in your fridge. They're great added into salads, homemade sauces and dips, as well as adding them as a garnish to the top of any of your meals. Fresh herbs simply make food taste better, and I'm going to show you guys just how easy it is to grow them in your kitchen. I'll show you how I went from this to this in the span of a few short weeks, along with a few growing tips. So let's go ahead and get started. To get started, we're going to sow some of our seeds in these small containers, and I am growing parsley, dill, and basil. These three herbs are the ones that I enjoy eating and cooking with the most. Quite a few herbs will do well growing indoors, so simply choose which ones that you like the best. I am sowing multiple seeds per container here, and I'm following the package direction for how deep to sow them, so make sure to check the back of your packaging. And keep the soil moist until your seedlings germinate. This will vary depending on the type of seed. Once your seeds germinate, you need to provide your seedlings with lots of sunlight. They need anywhere from 6 to 8 hours of sunlight daily, so you can supplement this with a grow light or place them in a sunny south-facing window in the kitchen. I used both techniques when growing my indoor herbs. I did supplement some light from a grow light. I will mention though that I did film this during the winter, so it was March. The days were shorter and there was less sunlight. If you're growing them in the summer, it's even easier to put them in a south-facing window, as long as they're getting at least 6 hours daily. Whereas plants growing strictly under a grow light will need about 12 hours. So decide what works best for you and get planting. You'll want to make sure your room temperature fluctuates from 55 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Try to keep them away from any drafts like air conditioners or heaters. If you're growing them in a windowsill and you know it's going to be a cool night, make sure to close the window and things like that. To keep your plants thriving indoors, you do need to fertilize them regularly. Every few weeks or so, you can apply a water-soluble fertilizer, and that just keeps them growing really green, producing more foliage for you. Also, regular harvests are good as well. Pick a few leaves here and there and top them on your meals, and that's also going to signal to your plant to keep producing for you. On top of fertilizing, you want to make sure you have a regular watering schedule, but remember, all herbs are different and may have different watering needs. Herbs like rosemary, thyme, oregano, and sage, they are able to grow in a more dry soil. They come from the Mediterranean region, where they're used to growing in more dry conditions. You'll still want to water them weekly, but just hold off on giving them too much water and letting them sit in soggy soil. Whereas herbs like basil, dill, and parsley that I'm growing here, they do like a more evenly moist soil, so I do water them weekly, about 1 to 2 inches of water. But to be certain, I do always check the soil. Usually when it feels dry to the touch, I'm good to water, and if it feels moist still, then I hold off. Your plants will also show signs if they need more water. You may notice wilted leaves or slow growth. Keep an eye out for those signs and water your plant more if you need to. In only 7 weeks, this is what my plants look like growing indoors. You can see how big they've gotten in these little containers, and I have harvested a few times throughout the growing process as well. Growing herbs indoors is a great way to cut down on your grocery bill, add tons of flavor to your meals, along with being simple and easy to grow. I hope if you guys enjoyed this video today and learning about how to grow your herbs indoors, that you'll leave me a like, leave me a comment down below, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really does help to support me and the growth of my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one.